2 years ago, a community pool in Southampton was saved from permanent closure when £1.5 million was raised to provide vital maintenance. Now, more renovation work is needed to ensure the centre can remain in use for years to come. Our reporter Ben Treppus has more.
It's a popular Lords Hill facility that brings in over 5,000 users per week. But just 2 years after a huge fundraising effort saved Oakland's community pool, the team need to find over £500,000 for essential repair and renovation work. The main focus of this work revolves around the roof, which is no longer watertight and ideally needs replacing. Adam explained the scale of the work needed.
In the short term, there's a few leaks developed over the 3 years, which are the leases covered by the council, so they're working very hard to repair and keep us watertight. However, in the long term, there's no deadline as to when it does sort of give out, and we're really worried long term that we might have to close because the roof does fail. So we really need it guaranteed, refurbished and sort of good for the long term.
The facility has become a major point of enjoyment and exercise over the years for many around Southampton. Dan outlined the impact a potential closure could have.
On average, so term time, we're looking at about 5,000 people a week. And obviously if the pool was to close, we would end up having to close our doors to the entire community. The council have been very supportive. They have met their obligations under the lease, and they are really keen for us to have a watertight roof, but their responsibilities will cease in November 2017. But we're working together to hopefully enable us to work together to get some grant funding and see what support that they can offer.
Beyond the roof, a number of improvements to the pool's facilities are needed. Built almost 40 years ago, its disabled access is very limited, resulting in a disproportionately low disabled membership. Beyond that, and over half of the 80 lockers on site for visitors are broken.
The pool's been heavily used since the 80s, right up to its closure, and when it did close, the outcry was enormous, so much that the business plan was developed by myself and Dan to actually get the pool rescued and get the charity running the pool. And the day we opened, it came real. The amount of people using the facility, the word spreading, we're still spreading everywhere we go to, the sort of fairs, local events, we're still giving out more leaflets, getting more people involved, and it just keeps flourishing, more people keep visiting. It's a fantastic facility. Just needs to stay in the community. We need as many people to step forward and help us as possible to keep this place a success.
Ben Treppus for That's Solent.